And we should be live. Let's have a look at this. 1 second. So after the show with a freaking cigarette. You know how we do. What's going on, guys? How's it going, man? One second. Fuck you now. Bro, Goonie saying if he's more than 15 minutes late, we are legally allowed to leave. Fucking Goonie. Oh, dude. That was like uni. Uni was the same thing. Apparently, we made it where we started changing the rules over the years, over the 4 years of university. So, like, first it was 15 minutes in first year. Second year became 10 minutes. Third year became 5 minutes. Fourth year, don't fucking go. That's what he was. Fucking Goonie. What a funny geezer. Sorry about that. My mom called me in it. So I was like, obviously, my mom comes first over everyone else, unfortunately. I don't mean to be rude to you guys, but that's mom in it. And I was like, Mom, I'm kind of working right now. She's like, yeah, 1 second. I'll just tell you about something in it. And then she started going on about some story in it. I was like, that's all blessed, but I'm here though. You were still going in. Bro, I had 4 years to go to in it for pharmacy. And third year, third year, that's when my pops passed away. In my third year, just before the exams. Yeah, it was literally a week before the exams. And I didn't really attend much of uni afterwards as well. But my boy Ali and Jim, and I always talk about them. Shout out to these guys. They got me through third year pharmacy straight up. Literally, if it wasn't for them and all the help and all the notes they've given me and everything else, I don't know where I'd be. So big love to these guys. But morning, man. What's going on, champs? Hope you guys doing well, man. We got a decent, a very good outcome actually here. We got fan of Country Club. We got David Butt. We got Vegeta. What's going on? Justin. We got Guna. We got Dank. We got TCX. How's it going, brother? You good? Crypto Mafia, Bam Bam, Piotr, Half Hustle, Sebastian. We've got freaking Blank GK. We got Crypto Cruz. What's going on, brother? Mafia. We got Half Hustle, NR. Fuck that. He always does this every time. NR always does this every single time I have a haircut. Fucking, what a geezer. Big love to you, my bro. If I'm Neymar, then what are you? Like Mbappe? You must be Mbappe then. Who else we got? We got freaking Balent Domokos. We got Cryptique here. We got Car. How's it going, dude? We got Mo. We got a big outcome. Fucking hell, Mo. Which haircut did you cut? Which hair did you cut? The whole hair in it. the top side in it, not the downside. The top side. So yeah, man. Like Fan of Country Club says, smash the likes. Hit subscribe if you haven't hit subscribe. If you haven't subscribed and you're wondering why should you subscribe, well then stick around and you'll have a reason why. But yeah, let's go, man. Let's go. So before we get kicking off, like it's crazy how like this whole market is all about people talking about like dollar index is gonna break down, dollar index is gonna break down. The fuck is it breaking down, motherfuckers? It's going up higher like a motherfucker right here. It's like Elon Musk is just going to Mars right now, and that's what dollar's doing. So is that good for crypto? No, it's not. Is that good for stocks? No, it's not. I think that we're gonna have a massive dump coming soon, really soon. There's a lot of liquidity building up on the downside. I'm looking at gold right now. Actually, we'll bring it all up, the whole thing as well. Yeah, dollar touched 110. I told you guys it was gonna be bullish, man. Yeah, and that's the thing is, so like this whole CT talking about like, oh yeah, dollar's breaking down, but yeah, we're coming out of resistance. I understand that, but the thing is, price is always in a range. It's always in a range. It doesn't change anything at all, and that's my motto. Price is always in a range. So, in terms of like what's happening with dollar, we'll break out dollar. I think we'll start off with dollar first, and then we'll move into gold, and I'll talk about the relationship between dollar and gold for you guys to actually use that in your own style, in your own way you actually trade as well. And it's always good to have good stuff to actually have to add into your arsenal as well. But Dixie, man, you know what I'm saying? How's it going, XQ? Good to have you here as well. And it's like a brown guy like you. I'm Indian, born in England, bro. I'm Mauritian, born in England. End of the day, right? Like, listen, you know when people ask me like, "Oh, what am I?" Like, you know, where you from? I tell you something. I always say I'm from Mauritius, straight up. That's like where you from, because I'm brown in it. Because like back in the days, I lived in Thingy, Island Rock, And Anil Rock was all Pakistanis and Indians, mainly Pakistanis. And then what happened was, we moved over from Anil Rock to an area called Agos Green. Now, Agos Green at the time in 2000 was a white area, proper white. And they'd be like, oh, where you from, where you from? And I would say, like, straight off the bat, I'll say I'm Mauritian in it. So when people ask me nowadays, even to now, like I'm 30, man, and people ask me where I'm from, I'm saying I'm from Mauritius. Oh, you're born in, like, you live in Mauritius? No, I'm born in the UK, living in the UK, but I'm Mauritian. That's where my identity is always, my identity will always be a Mauritian, no matter what. Because, like, look, we're in the UK. I mean, like, big love to the UK. It's giving me everything I ever needed as well, in terms of education, the future, you know, health, whatever, the lot of things, everything that I actually needed as well growing up. So I will always have respect for the UK. However, I always see myself as a second class citizen. No matter what, I'm not white. It doesn't matter. Racism is always going to be around, and I'm experiencing it with my neighbors right now. Actually, fucking neighbors anyway. But they're old, so fuck them. They're gonna hit the hay soon. So who gives a shit? But let's get cracking though. Thank you, Shell. Appreciate that. Yeah, I was looking like a fucking hobo in it. That's what I was looking like. I was looking like a fucking hobo. I was looking in the mirror the other day. It was on yesterday. It was actually yesterday. I was in the mirror in the morning, and I was like, "Yo, dang, you've got to fucking sort yourself out, mate. Like, how are you going online looking like this?" So it wasn't looking good. But yeah, so fresh trim. It's all done. And let's see how much the country club cost. It's $100 a month. That's what it's going to be costing as well. $100 a month. It's going to be more like very educational content. There'll be like setups for you guys in terms of BTC, Ethereum, alts. We can look at the bond market. We can look at the traditional market, forex a lot. Whatever you guys want, I'm more than happy to help you guys out there. And it's just to prove, not prove, to improve. That's the word, not prove. Improve your ability to trade. Because one thing that I've learned about when it comes to groups is a lot of setups, but there's not very few people, very few traders actually take the time to actually teach you how to trade, what to look for, because everyone wants to everyone wants to get into trading. Everyone wants to get into trading. Everyone wants to change their life. Everyone wants to make $1 million. Everyone wants to hit these crazy numbers. Everyone wants to drive freaking Lamborghinis and Ferraris and Aston Martins, the lot. But the work to put into it is a hard work, and for like especially newbies or intermediate guys as well, they don't know where to start, what to look for. Because look, for example, I'll show you right now. I'm looking at gold right now. I've been looking at gold for quite a while. I'm looking at gold, right? If you look at it this way, this is what the charts will be looking at, right? This is on the weekly time frame, but most people will probably be on like the hourly, and they were like, "Yo, what's going on? Oh, we're longing it here. You're focusing on this area here. We're longing it on this area." You're not focusing on the bigger picture. So you're like, "Oh yeah, we're at a swing failure right here. It's coming at support." So this is a whole. I mean, even that's a bit more advanced for the beginners. And you're like, all right, so that's a low, that's a deviation. We come back up, we come back in the step into it. Now, I'll be bullish, and then they'll be like, yeah, bullish, stop loss here. We're gonna be targeting something crazy over here. That's what they're looking for, all-time high. Like, hang on a second, guys. Take it down a notch. Break it down level to level, right? Biggest key thing really is going back in higher time frame. I mean, if you looked over here on weekly, actually, let's do gold. We must start on gold. We're on here anyway, right? So these are my levels, right? I've got a range band environment here, and I've been talking about this like back in like before I even started Twitter kind of thing. So it really was range band environment here. Just look. This PA is very similar to dollar index, right? Do you want me to show it to you? I'll show you. This is on the weekly. This is the PA on the dollar on gold. The PA I'm talking about on dollar index is right here. Very similar. This is where we are, right? Let me just zoom out here. See this? We had the consolidation over here, the drop, right? And from the drop, let's bring this up there. Yeah, so we had the consolidation, the initial consolidation, then we had a massive drop, and then we had the consolidation below here, and then from there we broke out of the. Let's make these levels quite clearly. This is the high there. We broke out of this high, right? Broke out of it, held the support, right? Had a couple of deviations, and now we step back into this range. And when we step back into the range, the targeting, well, this low over here first, then mid range. From the mid range, looking to go to range high, see if we swing fail these highs and come back down to break down, or do we find these highs as support and then go a lot more higher for higher prices? That's what we're looking for, right? That's what it really is. Because if this was like a Bitcoin chart or a 15-second chart, I'm looking for longs. I ain't gonna lie to you, right? I'm definitely looking for longs on dollar index. I've been saying this for quite some time, hasn't changed. But I said to you guys as well, like a couple of weeks ago, the moment we step back into the range, right, into this range here, if we close below on the weekly, then we can start looking for shorts. But the fact is, right, I want to be honest with you, we ain't closed below the weekly for shit, fam. We fucking got over the weekly now. Let me show you that. You see that? If I do the weekly range right over, my range is right here, isn't it? Yeah, that's it. So there, look at that. It's right there. Here, this wick over here, you could say, yeah, we're coming to resistance, higher time frame resistance. Yes, you're absolutely right. So we had a pullback. And what happened after the pullback? We come into this area of support, and it's bullish. This is all bullish. This is all bullish blocks we're looking at, right? There's nothing bearish about this. If it was bearish, why are we taking out these highs? We've been taking out highs all this fucking time, for a fucking long time. So what are you talking about, looking for breakdowns on dollar? You fucking lost the plot, man, right? You freaking lost the plot. These highs were taken out. See this high? This high was taken out over here. This high over here was a swing. We swung it, found its support, got below it, and that's it. Sell off, right? Then what happened is, right, so we use the next high there. Let me just remove all this. Use the next high over here. This is the high there. We come into this area here. Couldn't actually break above it. Swung back down into this range bound environment. Okay. Then after that, what's crazy about this is that we're taking out these highs again, right? This high over there, come back down, bullish play. It's literally coming to the body, I believe, the body of this candle. There you go. Comes in there, support, and then we make new higher highs, and off we go. That's the new high, and this is the now new high. We're gonna keep going until we break down. We're not looking to break down anytime soon, in my opinion, right? I generally don't believe that. And while this is happening, I think the freaking market's going to go mad. It's going to have a nasty, nasty crash coming soon. You have to remember, they haven't claimed to be in a recession yet. There's no recession claim yet. We in CT, we as guys, random guys who has no financial, we don't give financial advice. We've been saying, yeah, it's like in recession. We're in recession from the last FOMC because what the numbers were. But I want to be honest with you. I don't give a fuck about the numbers. The numbers on CPI, FOMC, the freaking NFP, all those kind of stuff, that doesn't make a single difference to me. It doesn't make a dent to whatever I see. I don't believe in numbers. I don't believe in anything. I look at the chart and the chart tells me everything. You're telling me that thing you were in recession, but what fucking recession are we in right now? You tell me. Like, how is this a recession? If it's a recession, why is the dollar index going up, breaking these highs and going up higher? I don't fucking know. But we'll see. I may be wrong. But if I'm wrong, I'm happy to be wrong. But I'm, like I said to you, I've been bullish on dollar index, and I'm gonna be continuously bullish on dollar index until proven otherwise. So if I bring up my levels here on dollar index, we now step into this level here. Let me just draw these out, right? And then we can make this a little bit more neater, all right? And we can get rid of a lot of these bullshit lines, okay? So let's have a look. So we've got this high over here, and then we've got this low over here, right? That's the levels that we're looking for. And we've got the mid-range right over here. And then we've got the 75% range. And we've got the 25% range. Now, if I just remove everything else, you tell me. At the beginning of this, right, I would have agreed that, yeah, we're going to be bearish from this candle here if we were broken down, taking out these lows, and they're going a lot more lower, right? Find resistance, that will be your confirmation. And we can send this back down to this area here, right? Draw this line properly into this area here. That's what I'll be looking for, and that's the shorts I was looking for. But the fact and I said to you, I think it was like 2 weeks ago, whatever. The moment we step back into this range here, we hold above it. Well, then where's the target? Well, first target will be here. We took out these highs over there. The question is, do we break down now? Well, we could break down and find support off this range low. But to me now, we're actually in this range. We're in this range that we're playing in, right? So you got to play level to level. So where's the first level? 25%. After 25%, go to mid-range. Obviously, we're going to find some sort of resistance off this line right here. This low here, we're going to find some sort of resistance. Once we break out of it, let's go to mid-range. Final reaction as a rejection. Hold above it. Let's take out the 75% and then go to range high. From range high, we see do we take out these highs there, right? And that's what I'm talking about dollar index. And while that's happening, crypto is fucking fucked. Gold is fucked. S&P's fucked. The Dow's fucked. Nasdaq's all fucked. Everything is fucked. The whole thing will get fucked. And What we're seeing right now, what we've seen a couple of months ago, right back in like the beginning of the year, that's only the beginning. I think it's gonna get a lot worse. It's gonna get a lot worse. And there was a video, I don't know who actually posted on Twitter. I want to say it's Strong. A good friend of mine was Strong. I may be wrong. I can't remember where it was. It was on the weekend I saw it. And basically, what he did, it's a video of Vladimir Putin, right? Whatever your perspective on Putin is, I don't care about whether you think he's a good guy or a bad guy. I don't give a shit about that, right? What he says is quite a very valid thing. What he talks about. This was back in June. He actually there was a meeting or whatever, a conference he was talking about, and he was talking about how the dollar indexes are going to push up higher, and the inflation's going to go a lot more higher. The stock's going to go down. He was saying this back in June, and something along the lines of like gold as an asset. Like countries are hoarding gold, but the values of gold and the treasury that have the money of treasury are going down by 8% in a year. So people are holding dollar and holding euro, but euro's going down stupidly, right? And it's like it's a battle of, and what he believes, right? And I think he's actually, he's onto something. I really think he's onto something here. He believes that the next fight of in terms of what has the most value in the market, it's not going to be dollar or gold. It's going to be food. It's going to be food. It's going to be electricity. It's going to be gas. It's going to be that kind of thing. Commodities are the thing that's going to actually hold the market on the earth. It's going to flip the market to commodities. It's not going to be the focus on, because no one gives a shit about dollar index nowadays. Because if we're running out of electricity and we're running out of gas and we're running out of oil, we're running out of a lot of things. We're running out of food. The World Health Organization back in July has said that there's no more wheat. There's no more food growing. Right? I believe I saw it. Let me see. One second. It sounds fucked up what I'm saying, right? But I think everyone needs to understand this now. 1 second. Let me do this. Food. There was literally someone sent it to me not too long ago. Yeah, look, you can see it here, right here. This is back in May, right? Telegram, Insider, all these websites here, saying that the world has just 10 weeks worth of wheat left after the Ukraine war, and this was back in May. So if you add on 2 months onto that, when's that coming back? To July. And I believe, I'll try and find the thing here. Someone sent it to me on WhatsApp or whatever, Telegram. And they were saying like the World Health Organization claimed that there was no more wheat. There's no more wheat growing as well. We're out of wheat stock. The wheat stock's finished now. And so it's going to get worse. And I think Putin's correct in the idea of how we're going to, it's not going to be about dollar index. It's not going to be about gold. It's not about anything. It's just going to be about food. Commodities is going to be the one that's, and wood, metal, these kind of things are going to have to hold value. It's not like supply and demand. If the supply is low, the demand is high, and obviously the price goes up. So that's what I'm looking at, thinking in terms of the market itself, in terms of just the global market itself, the structure itself. It's just looking shit. It's looking shit. You can say whatever you want to say, dude. If I'm paying gas bills from freaking 150 quid a month, and my gas and electric is 150 quid a month, and it's going up to £225 a month right now. Looking to go up 80% in October. Fucking hell. It's going to cost me like 400 quid a month to run the house. Fucking crazy, man. My mortgage is 15. It's like you're telling me it's a third of my fucking mortgage. I have to it's crazy. It's crazy right now. But, and even I remember David was saying that his electric bills have gone up stupidly, like 10,000 euros. Something like crazy fucking madness as well. So, they're still in the denial phase. Everyone's focused about stocks. Everyone's focused about crypto. That crypto's going to go up, No, man. Fucking doesn't look good, man. We're below the 200 weekly EMA. How are you going to fucking argue with me and say to me we're bullish? Yeah, maybe short term, but doesn't look good to me. I'm in a short right now with Bitcoin, to be honest, in all honesty. So, I took a short. I had a buy stock. I don't really use sell orders, but I had a sell order on the monthly open. Hit yesterday night. I'm in profit right now. I'm laughing. I'm just chilling now. So, it is what it is, but we'll talk about that in a bit. So that's dollar index, right? Is everyone understanding dollar index? What I'm looking at, that we're looking at bullishness to go all the way up to, let's have a look, to this, to these, well, mid-range, well, first 25, then this level here, then mid-range, see if we break above it and hold above it, then 75, then this, and then we'll see what happens here. It's going to be a range bound environment over here. All right, that's what we're stepping into. All right, so whatever, you know, people are saying on CT, I take it with a pinch of salt. I think the most dangerous people are the ones who are free thinking. That's my opinion. So don't follow the herd, in my opinion. Don't follow the herd that everyone's saying, oh yeah, let's long. We did the same, like most of you guys did the same thing back in November, December. It was just long, because what, we made 69k all time high, but it was fucking bearish. Shout out to XO for that, actually. He actually, I remember this. XO was the first person I actually noticed who was bearish, and he called it to the top. He called it to the peak, and shout out to him. He did fucking well. But end of the day, right now, this is how it's looking. So what I use is dollar index, and I also use gold, right? So gold, for those who don't know how to find gold, if you type in XAU USD, right, that's the gold. That's the chart for gold, okay? XAU, right? So now this is where it gets interesting. If I bring up my lines, right, here it is, okay? So back in 2011, we had a range band environment. This is the range band environment right here, okay? We got the high, we got the high, we got the low, we got the mid-range, okay? Everyone understands that? Makes sense, okay? We came back down, you know, got above it, choppy, back down, got above it, swung, failed some highs, got back down, break down, and then once we lost it completely. And now, does this not look like the same as dollar index? Does it not look like the same as dollar index? Remember this, got a consolidation, breakdown, then we have further more consolidation, then we break out of it, right? This is the high, right? This is the high itself. We found resistance, come down, this is the low, a deviation, another deviation, found support, and off we go. Then we broke out of it, we step back into the range, right? Similar to where we are right now is right here, right? Where we are right now is right here in dollar index, just in this area here. That's where we are, because we stepped into it, found rejection, we step back into it, okay? Now let me bring this up back into dollar. I'm gonna do the same thing in dollar, okay? So wider scale, but it's the same thing. Consolidation, breakdown. This is what's capping the market right here. And all we do it's different, but the principle's the same. This high, swung fail the high. This is the low. We had some deviation coming in support. Then we step back into it. Right, we consolidated. We popped into major resistance, pull back, and now we're closing into it. We're closing into the range. And what happened with dollar index? Dollar index went up high, took out it made an all-time high, to be honest, with dollar index, and then now it's looking to break down. So will Dixie do the same shit? Well, most likely. I mean, I'm not saying most likely, but the probability of it going higher, it's high, in my opinion, right? So if I look at the XAU, I should put that on my thingy, on my favorites, on my watch list anyway, to be honest. I don't know why I've done that. But anyway, it's the same thing. And now, we got above it, right? Took out these highs, cool. Come back down, back into the mid-range. Tried to make a new high, but instead, it couldn't even break into it, right? So where did you actually find resistance? Well, I'll show you where it's found resistance. All right, cool. Give me 1 second. Cool. Sorry about that. Yeah. So where do you find resistance? Well, if you look at this consolidation right over, let's have a look. I need to zoom into it. Yeah, it's right here. So you see this area here, right? This is the consolidation where it's found resistance. We've gone the daily, that makes sense. There you go. You see that consolidation? Step into it, that's the high, come back there, step back into it, find resistance, come back there, resistance, come back down, resistance, come back down, resistance, come back down, resistance, and then that's it. So this was key area of resistance. Obviously, you can start narrowing it down as you want, slowly. And all we've done, we come back into it. If it was to be bullish, well, I want to see this break up, hold it, show bullish market structure, give me confirmations, off we go, and we go a lot more higher. But he never fucking did that, right? So once we start coming back down, and resistance, again, it was just looking bad. And then what happened is we come back into this range high. As you can see, let me just delete everything else. So we come back into this range high. And look what happened there. We step back into the range. You got to ask yourself, what the fuck are you doing back in the range? Found resistance, and then it's been sell off back into the mid range. Come back into this area, and obviously we got a consolidation over here, right? See the green, that green line? That's my highs and my lows right there. It's a range bound environment that we've got for since 2021, really, actually. It's a range bound environment, and then what's happened now? The support, 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 well, support. I mean, how many times do we need to retest support before we lose it? It's a range bound environment. What do we say? We play from low to high, high to low. Well, we've done that. We've done that already. We've already played the high game. Now, all it's looking like right now is if I delete this, and if I zoom out, all we're looking right now is playing it back down into this. Lose this low here. That's your confirmation. Play it back into this area. Take out liquidity there. Fill out all this inefficiency right here. So that's that. And then what happens next? We don't fucking know. Does it hold support and carry on going higher, or do we lose this area and then break down and then go lower? We don't fucking know, but we play it level to level. To me, 1532 is on the table in my opinion as well. So let it do its thing. Let it do its thing. That's what I'm looking at right now. And the relationship between gold and dollar. When dollar goes up, gold goes down. When gold goes down, dollar goes up. All right? That's the relationship between gold and dollar. So if dollar's been going down, right? You see this going down since 2022. It's been going down, and dollar has been going up. The same thing as well. Well, actually since 2021. But you see the symmetry that we got over here. So it's now placing back into its game where dollar's actually like, and if gold does this, well, it proves to me that dollar is still bullish. So as long if it does this, dollar will keep pushing up higher. And the fact that we got into 110, I think it's gonna go a lot more higher in my opinion. Yeah, we may have a bit of a pullback. But if it's a bullish market on dollar index, right? It's a bullish market. All you're looking for, I said it on the tweet, right? I literally said it on the tweet. In a bearish market, right? In a bearish market, the key is not looking for all-time highs or higher prices. The key is looking for rejection blocks, looking for areas of higher time frame key levels for resistance to break down, and you take the short. And when you're looking in the bull market, you're looking for higher time frame where it will come into areas of support. So you can say to me, oh, it's about, picking out this, picking out that, or whatever. But in the day, right, we're still in the bear market. Whether you come in early, you come in late, or you come in the middle, or whatever, like, that's the key. It's all education for you guys to always pay attention, because the bear and the bull market is always going to happen back and forth. But it's all about us, how we play the market. That's at hand. So I still think we will win in a bearish market continuously. We might have, there are possibilities of it pushing up higher. That I won't disagree. So, but how high? Not very fucking high in my opinion. All right. So thank you for that. Appreciate that, man. Can't let the customers pay for it. Whoa. 1 second. David saying yes for the restaurant electric and gas bill has gone from 3K to 10K. Freezers running 24/7. It's crazy. We are thinking of closing it down. Fucking hell. Also, food prices 3x from January. Can't let the customers pay 3x. Fucking hell, dude. It is mad. It is mad. That's horrible. XAG USD. Looking at this, I haven't looked at silver for a very long fucking time, to be honest. But you can see silver's breaking down big time. I mean, we're coming back into to support, but we'll have some sort of reaction there, which give us a bit of a push, and then from this area, looking to short it back down into this area there, back into the range higher. Well, I need to draw this line properly. Well, running out of time there. It's already 10:52, and I do have a stream with the Mind Jacks as well. So at 1 o'clock UK time. So I need to actually make sure I'm ready for these guys soon. So that's that. That's dollar. That's what you call it? And gold. We looked at ES. Well, ES is still looking shit to me. I mean, we didn't close on the weekly above the 25% range. Not looking bullish to me. It's closed weak in my opinion. I think we'll come back down into this area, and then lose this area back into range low. Play from low to mid, right? Mid to high, right? I get that, but however, the market's so bearish right now. We swung for all these highs there, and that's it. I think it's gonna be a lot more collapse in my opinion. So ES is a lot more short in my opinion. So it doesn't look fucking good. It just doesn't look good. I mean, I can't sugarcoat this for you guys, to be honest. I wish I could. Bitcoin dominance, interestingly enough, come to range low. We talked about this about Bitcoin dominance. I think it was it Friday or Thursday? Some shit along the lines like that. Bitcoin dominance. So you got low, we got the high over here, and it's just a range bound environment. Okay. And the fact is, right, when we come to Bitcoin dominance, and it's like all we need to do now, let it establish itself as support, holds there, so bullish market structure, and then we can start playing back into 25% of the range, take out these liquidity there, filling out this gap, and then from there, play into this area, find some sort of resistance, reclimb, and then go to mid-range. That's what I'm looking for Bitcoin dominance. And if the Bitcoin dominance is going up, what happens to the price of Bitcoin? Does anyone remember what we talked about? Generally, I'm not saying it's not correlated 100%, but generally what happens when Bitcoin dominance go up. Anybody? Goes down. Bitcoin goes down. Market goes down 100%. So you guys are understanding this already. So how are you going to be bullish right now when the dominance is at fucking range low? I fucking don't fucking know these days. Fucking hell. Some people as well. It's not just your CT. It's not just Twitter. It's YouTube as well. I mean, we get a load of jokers out there who just talk shit. They just talk shit non-stop, man. And it's guys like you who actually follow these people, thinking that they are experts who know what they're doing, but they don't fucking know. They've still got old bags holding. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong. I was holding a bunch of alts as well, a bunch of memes. It was a fucking meme in it. It lost its value. I mean, I had to cut everything else. There was MRI, there was Kiba, there was a bunch of bullshit that I bought actually. So it is what it is. But if the market, look, there's a time and a place to go long, right? Meme tokens will have its thing. Your alts will have its time. I get it, but not now. It's just not now. It's not working right now. So if that's the case, we have to play the market as it is. And my view of this strictly is this: is that during the bear market, we know we got the halving coming up in 2024. I don't even know what day it is. But that means if this is true, right? If we are going to be bullish in 2024, you've got a year and a half, or if that really, right, to study PA price action to get prepared for the bullish momentum. So you put in the work into it now, you live the rest of your life as a champ in it. That's what you got to do. So it's down to you guys as an individual to put the work into it as well. I will help you as much as I can. I will give you my honest opinion on what I believe the market is to be. Don't get me wrong. None of this is financial advice. I'm a nobody. You don't need to follow me, right? You don't need to listen to anything that I say. It's entirely up to you. But all I'm saying to you, I'm just speaking out facts. What I'm seeing in the market, and I'm being honest about it as well. I'm not going to sugarcoat it and say to you, yeah, we're going to go all-time high, or we're going to go to like 50k, 60k. No, fuck that. It's not looking fucking good, right? It's just not looking good, right? You can argue about it as much as you want. It's entirely up to you. You can go somewhere else if you want to. But I'm just going to be honest. This is not looking not looking solid at all. And if it's not looking solid, what can I say? You know what I'm saying? Bitcoin dominance down, BTC down. So Bitcoin dominance up, BTC down, alts are super wrecked, 100%. So Crypto Cruise is saying, I have a long open since we touched weekly range low on BTC. I'm in profit at the moment. What's your opinion about it, bro? We'll talk about Bitcoin next, actually. The thing, Saguni says, the thing with BTC dominance is that it includes stable coins. I would value stable coins dominance over BTC dominance. Yeah, I think the focus right now is not the same as it was back then. So like back in 2018, it was the real thing. We didn't have USDT at the time, right? In 2017, 2018, that came in after, right? This whole USDT situation as well. So so we used the OGs in 2016, 2017. We used Bitcoin dominance. We really did use that, and I still use it to this day. To me, like it gives me an insight of what is happening. It gives me an insight of what I'm looking for and how to play the market step by step, level to level, right? Your ETH to long it. I was never long in ETH. I wasn't looking for longs for ETH. I was looking for shorts for the ETH for on Friday, if you guys remember. So we'll talk about Ethereum, talk about Bitcoin, and let's do the plans. All right, so that's the plan there. So that's what we talked in. So we should look for shorts right now. Well, Musa, let's just make the plans right now, innit? So there's no need to rush right now. We got time. All right, time was always on our side, and let's make plans. So Goonie said, yeah, back in 2018, you had to use BTC dominance. It's stables now and has been for a while. Yeah, I mean, looking at USDT dominance, right? That's what's good. If it's showing me bullish, right, well then it's the same shit. It's fucking showing me bullish right now. This is the consolidation. Look at that. The alt run was happening over here. All this alt run was over here. This was the original alt run from 2020, well 2021. As you can see, from 2020 we're playing it back down from September, and then from there we had the alt run over here, and then in May obviously it was bearish, so it spiked up there, and then in August we pushed back down. We come back into this 25% range, back into this area of consolidation. So this is the area of consolidation that we stepped back into. We're held above it, and since then it's just been fucked. It's been fucked. So if it was to be, if Bitcoin dominance, so USDT dominance was going to be bearish, well then that means there's money flowing from the wallets into alts, right? But it doesn't look like it. I mean, if you look at it this way, I mean, you can just do this. I mean, we got support right here, right? If you were to lose, I mean, fucking hell, let's have a look. We're at resistance, I agree with that. So if you were to lose here, break down, play back into this area, step back into this, and that'd be all good. And that's the play from there. However, I mean, alts will go crazy once we step back into this area. I really think that's going to be crazy. Why? Because this was the original consolidation where the crazy alts was happening. So without stepping below 5%, right? And it's now at 7%. You can look at it as well. No one's really buying Bitcoin. No one's buying Ethereum. No one's buying your alts. No one's buying anything. You know, like people are saying like, yeah, I put 100k there. I've seen these fucking screenshots where they show it's flashing numbers. You know, I've seen these screenshots. Like where they say I put some guy put in like I think 200k or 300k worth of Solana, right? He bought it or whatever. I saw the screenshots and I thought it's September. It's September. You know, September hasn't been good for us. What makes it any different? You know, what you tell me? What makes it any different? I don't fucking know. Maybe I'm missing something, but it does. I mean, if you're playing a short-term game, then fine, you're playing a short-term game. But you're making it as if, like, and the thing is, when they put in these big monies, they're making as if, like, oh, right, this is going to go up for the next couple of months or next couple of years or whatever. We'll back into bullish. But it's, you know, I don't know. I don't fucking know what's happening. But anyway, we come back to resistance. If we take out these highs here, that's now confirmation for longs, which means what? More money is going to go back into the USDT wallets, right? People are holding their money, and they're not bothered to buy any alts. So if this price action happens, it doesn't look good for alts. We're going to drop down a lot more lower. So I mean, before we even go into any more plans, let's talk about EBTC. I think it's really good that we start looking at all these higher time frame scenarios on dollar index, gold, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all that stuff like EBTC, to give us an idea, an insight of what the fuck's happening, right? So we know this is the range band environment for EBTC, and I'm gonna be honest with you, right? So it's been a range band environment from high, low, low to high, high to low, low to high, and then once we come to that, I mean, do we pop into here? I wouldn't fucking mind. I wouldn't mind if he pops into here, right, and does something like this, breaks down. This now gives me an indication back to short the market, back to 25% range, mid range, from mid range. 25 and range low. That's it. I don't really give a shit. Let it do its thing. So range bound environment. We'll come into to key resistance on EBTC. So again, what are you looking to actually short? You know, like to long. Doesn't make much sense to me. Maybe I'm missing something. I don't fucking know. But the way it's looking like doesn't look good. I mean, I saw a chart from Strong. Shout out to Strong on this one as well. On the 3 months, it's a flat body candle. Look at this. Well, just about flat. Well, on his chart it was a flat body candle, but you can see is that we're coming to resistance. I mean, look, let me delete all that. It's major resistance. Oh, fuck's sake! Come on, man. I mean, yeah. If I were to delete all this shit here, you see this low here? That's capping the market. All this is really is just a bit of choppiness. We've got 25 days for the quarter to close. If it closes above here, right, does this, then we can start saying, okay, maybe. Then we start looking for longs going into these areas over here. But until then, it's just not looking good, man. If dollar index is looking bullish, right, and how are you going to look for alts to go higher? I don't understand. Bitcoin dominance is going down. The price of Bitcoin is below. It's just nasty. It's just really nasty in my opinion. So Bitcoin. I mean, look at the quarter. Fucking hell, man. The quarter doesn't look fucking good right there. Honestly, the quarter doesn't look good. We've got 25 days left. How is this any strong? Like we're below last quarter's open, last quarter's close. We're below it right now. So, I mean, to me, it looks like it's right coming into this area now. That's what it's looking like next now. That's all we got to do now. Fucking let's just nuke it. You know what I'm saying? Are we bearish? It looks fucking bearish to me, Ken, to be honest. You know, it looks really, really bad in my opinion. So, if the quarterly can close above here, right? It can close above that the last quarter's last quarter's close, then we can start saying, all right, if it does something like that, right? Then we'll be like, all right, then cool. Maybe a pullback here, and then we can start targeting these area there, and then this area here, potentially come to this area here, and play level to level. But we've got long fucking way. It's the strength compared to Bitcoin to the ES has been fucking horrible. I mean, can I actually do that? BTC, ES, no, slash S&P. I don't know. S. Ah, fuck, SP 500. So this is BTC US 500. No, can't do that. US 100. No, can't do that. They don't have a chart against it, or is it? US 500 BTC. Can I do that? No, nothing comes up. Never mind. But what I'm trying to show you guys, right, it was that the if you were to compare the strength with Bitcoin and S&P, the ES market as well, the ES is actually played within 2021's range. Okay, for example, I'll show you right here. And look at the quarterly play, right? It's still looking quite bad. Why? Because, well, if you look at the quarterly, where do we find resistance off this low? This is the low that we found resistance, because originally that was first as support. We lost the low. We come back as a retest. Fucking shank the low out. This is fucking bearish. You know what I'm saying? This is not looking good. So, and if you look at that candle right here, compared to BTC, it's a big difference there. You know what I'm saying? Whereas we got like a flat body candle, we're looking to go below the fucking last quarter's low. So it's not looking good there. All right. So that's this is BTC USD ES1. Thank you so much, my brother Goonie. You're a fucking legend. BTC USD slash ES1. No, nothing comes up. Fucking Goonie. Goonie tried to play with me there. Yeah, invalid symbol. Unless I remove this. Does it come up? There we go. It's without the thingy, without the exclamation mark. Yeah, it's without the exclamation mark. That's what it is. But look at this. You can see the strength on Bitcoin. It's just lost the fucking plot compared to the ES market. It looks the same like what Bitcoin chart is showing me, but a little bit more. I mean, this is a bit more bigger. The body's a lot more worse in my opinion. And again, if we close, we've got 25 days. We close below last quarter's open, which to me, where we're looking to go into this area here. I mean, target 1 will have to be there, and then from target 1, that's target 1, now we're target 2, back into the original consolidation that happened there. Not looking good. Anyway, so that's my rant over. We spent a good time on breaking down the market. You know, I'll explain to you why it's looking bearish. Okay, so if anyone asks you like, oh yeah, Bitcoin's bullish, just show them this, right? Like, I mean, you can do it. You can do it yourself. Actually, you can tell them what the deal is. Oh, another thing as well before we carry on. Total 2. All right. Let's put this up. Look at that. Fucking not looking fucking good, is it? It's not looking good. I mean, well, I think it's on the daily that wick. There we go. You can see how it, if it was to be bullish. I mean, if I were to extend it, let's extend this, right? Let's go to this area here. Bring this over here. Total 2, for those who don't know what total 2 is. Total 2 is basically the total market cap that includes Ethereum, all your alts and USDT, everything else, right? That excludes BTC. So the Bitcoin is not included into it. So again, range bound environment right here, right? As you can see, we've got a deviation. Come down as a deviation. We lost the low here. Coming to support. What is this low? Is the previous all-time high right there, as you can see right there. Now let's bring this back into action. Yeah, right here, that's the previous all-time high, and we found support there, and we're now juggling between this low here and this high here. We've come into it, we stepped into it, but we couldn't even reclaim it. The fact that we couldn't even hold above it and then take out these highs, there's nothing bullish there, because then you'd say 25% and then mid-range. Well, this area first and mid-range, but it didn't do that. Instead, it lost the mid-range, range low. It's breaking down. Bearish market structure. it's bearish, man. It's bearish. I mean, look, there's gonna be some numpties out there who's gonna be like, ah, dang, you know what, you fucking dumbass. This is, we need to break out of this. And look at that, we're broken out of it. Fuck you, man. What are you talking about broken out of this? We ain't fucking broken shit because there's nothing bullish there. Market structure, remove your freaking trend line. It's a meme, right? Market structure still bearish, right? How is it bearish? Well, look at this, right? This is the high, right? Let's say, well, this is the low. Low, high, higher, low, high. Well, that's bullshit anyway. Fuck it. Low, fucking low, higher, 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 low, higher, high, higher, low, higher, high, higher, low, higher, high. Well, what the fuck do we do here? We lost this with this. We lost this low, and look what's happening horizontally. See this low here? Resistance, resistance. If we were to reclaim it, right, and take out these highs over here, oops, and does something like this, then we can start saying, all right, then cool. Does this, holds above it, then we can say, yeah, target 1, and then we go into this area over here. That's where the consolidation is, and see how we react, and we can hold this, then we can go up higher. But we're not doing that. It's just so fucking bearish, mate. Did you get haircuts? Yo, man. What a geezer. Yeah, I got a haircut yesterday, man. Looked like a fucking hobo, man. You can't be coming onto the stream looking like a fucking... And also I went to a Binance conference, so I need to look good as well, innit? Yeah, man. Shout out to the Binance conference in Paris. You know, when you go to Paris, you gotta look good in it. You know, the French are very... They pride themselves in terms of looking good in fashion and whatever and shit like that. And trust me, I've heard the French say to me, yeah, that the British don't know how to dress. Fuck you, fucking French fry. What are you talking about? Nah, I'm not looking good for no one, man. I'm looking good for myself. It's all for myself, nothing for Pirate or no one else. But yeah, so that's what I'm looking at. So even Total 2 doesn't look really good. So what are we looking at? Let's go to Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin is what it's all about now. Now let's start making the plans now. Thank you, bro. Bro, you know, at the end of the day, right, you guys are more handsome than I am. I'm just some random dude in it, you know what I'm saying? I'm just some dude. That's all it is, my bros. So, Pope's in hospital getting surgery. Is she? I don't fucking know. What's she getting surgery for? Oh, you guys making this up. I don't even understand. The chat's a bit quiet today, innit? Pirate's not here. Cryptique's here. You know Cryptique's a lady. No one's saying hello to Cryptique. Shout out to Cryptique, man. So, but looking at market mediation gal is going to Paris too. Oh, is she? Yeah, I need to go chat to her. I need to chat to Thingy. Nah, I'm messing. I gotta stay focused, man. I'm not interested in anyone. I'm not interested in anything. I'm really, really focused in my work, in my zone. Listen, girls come and go. She said she had a car accident. Did she fucking see that? I didn't even see shit. Oh man, I feel guilty not actually messaging her. Let me have a look. Really? Did she say that? Nah, you're making this up. Oh, fuck. Where? Unless she deleted it. Let me message her now, actually. She did. Oh, fuck. Okay, everyone knows this, but I don't. Oh, shit, let me message her. It's a little disrespectful if I don't even say anything to her once again. Alright, cool. I'll send her a message now. Alright, cool. Tony's asking, what's your advice to people looking to get funded for trading? Learn. You need to learn. You really need to learn. You need to learn PA. You need to understand how the market works. You need to be you need to have a good success rate as well, because you're not gonna get funded by no one if you can't trade itself. That's the honest truth as well. Yeah, because I one of the things I was talking about as well, yeah, for the country club, was that over time, as you guys get better, I'm happy to fund you guys an account of like 10k, 25k, 50k, whatever the numbers are, depending on how good you are, and then you can take a good sum of money as well for yourself. Like, you take majority of the profits, and I'll take a little cut out of it as well. But you'll have to show me that you're good at what you're doing. I can't, like for example, I can't fork out 10k or 25k or 50k or even 100k or whatever number you want to say, or even like about $500. I can't fork that out to someone who says they're good at trading, but they're not good at trading. You know what I'm saying? There's a you've really got to learn how to trade, and if you know how to trade as well, I'm happy to fork you out. You know, I'm really happy. I'm happy to fork one out, fork out money out towards you guys to actually, to trade it on a capital, because I understand the problem is, right. Everyone wants to make money, but depending on where you are, right, and depending on the circumstances, it's very different. So, for example, if you live in somewhere like Indonesia, I'm not shitting on anyone from Indonesia. Just don't, I'm giving the Indonesians as an example, right? I'm using them as an example. So, like in Indonesia, like the value of money is not going to be the same as pound sterling or euros or USD, right? We can agree with that, right? Or if whether you're in China, for example, right? Oh, the Chinese got money. China's got a lot of money. But as like an Indonesian, right? Your account might be like, I don't know, $500, and you're trying to build it up, and you're good. You're very good at trading, and you're getting a really good success rate, but you want to get that extra step, and that's when you're like, well, if I had a 10K account, it's a different thing. I can make 10K. 10K, I can make like $5,000 every month, and I'll be like, guys, you know what? If you want to make $5,000 a month on a 10K account, I'll give you the fucking account. If you can prove to me that you're good, then all I'll do for then what happen is I'll give you 80%. I'll take 20%. I think that's fair. It becomes like a prop firm. Fucking hell, it's a massive thing I'm talking about, but it's an idea. It's an idea. I'm not saying that's what's happening now. It's an idea. So, but we'll see. We'll see how the country club goes, and the evolution of it, and the ideas, and how it evolves. And the idea is really to make this a huge community based, fan based thing as well, like, as a family really. But we'll see what happens. San just pumped 3% in 2 minutes. What the fuck? I'll look the short then straight away. Let's have a look before I even touch that. San USD finance doesn't look any fucking good, to be honest. It's a range bound environment. You can see this range bound environment right over here. Let's put this that way. Can you see this? That's the high. So that's the high, and that's the low. That's where it's capped at. It's capped at that. So comes into this area here, breaks down. Okay, let's short the market back to mid-range to range low. That's what I'm looking for. Nothing else different there. I mean, we can get a deviation, right? We can potentially get a deviation to this area here. Come into this area here. Comes into there. Back down here. That'll be my confirmation to go down. And this was just a deviation. I don't really mind there. But if I look on the 15 minutes, what's happening? Yeah, look at this wick. It's a very nasty wick there, to be honest. It's just a wick. And where's it come? Ah, this is fucking bearish, dude. Dude, this is a fucking bearish play right now. Where would I play this? Alright, let me do a fucking range bound environment. Fuck. Okay. So let's do this. So if I do Fibonacci from my magnet. No, bastard. From this low here. So it doesn't fucking matter. This low to this high. Where are we at now? Mid range. You know what I'm saying? And what's happened? Let's break this down, or just for you guys. I'll do it fucking for you guys, man. I love you guys too much. As you can see, we got a range bound environment right over here, right? And all we've done, we just whipped into the range bound environment to this area here. I mean, I wouldn't mind coming into this area to fill out that gap. That would have been quite good. But if you were to break down, confirmation, short it back down, take a little D over here. But then we start looking to go back into this area of consolidation. See this consolidation right over here? Back in there, that'll be target 2. So the target 1's over here, target 2, break down, target 3, off we go. And that's the range bound play. So just because you see a bit of a pump, right? Oh, fucking camera, man. To be honest, it's done well for 53 minutes. I'm gonna give you that. Yeah, never bother the trade, 100%. If you're borrowing money to trade, you're fucking stupid. Then, like, honestly, that's the worst thing you can do, because if you get the trade wrong and you lost all that money, how are you gonna pay that back? You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be borrowing money from people that you can't afford, innit? And you should be borrowing money from anyone, to be honest. When you camera said, you know what? Pirate goes to me, right? This is what Pirate said to me. Pirate messaged me the other day, right? She's like, I'm buying a new camera. So I go to her, look, you're not buying me a new camera. My camera's fine. She's telling me how, like, apparently my camera dies, blah, blah. Oops. My camera dies, X, Y, and Z, and all that kind of stuff. Like, she's shit on my camera. And I go to her. I said, listen, right? What's wrong with my fucking camera? And then she's like, but it's like, you need to get a good camera, that's someone with a battery life, blah, blah. I'm like, all right, then, cool. And I'm like, if you find me a good camera, I'll get the camera then, no problem. So she goes around, right, and she asks me, she's like, what camera do you have? I go, a Sony ZV-1, right? So I think she must have Googled this up, right, what a Sony SV-1 is. And the next thing is, she goes to me, that's a good camera. She goes to me, what's it? Bring this up. One second, guys. She's like, yeah, that's a good camera. I go, I know it fucking is. I know it is. There's nothing wrong with the camera. It just so happens to be that the battery life is shit. That's all it is. It's got like 4K, the whole lot. I mean, I spent 800 quid on this as well. And that's bear market money right there. And telling me fucking... And now we got Mo asking me when new camera. It's a good camera. But yeah, I don't think I'll be able to borrow money from anyone to trade. I'd rather take the slow route and build the account slow. Dude, I'll tell you something. Building the account yourself is much more beneficial for yourself. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. When you... That's better question, that is, Mo. When you battery... Dude, I need to buy some new ones. But the problem is, I look at what's happening right here with sand. Break it down. Don't get too excited on any little pumps. When you see fast pumps on smaller time frame, like a really quick like this, that's fucking dangerous. It's coming to where? Error consolidation, rejection. There we go. It's a short, right? If I want to take a short, stop loss over here. That's my validation. Off we go. Let's go down to 25%. Then here, if we were to break and hold above it and step back into this range itself and show bullishness, then I'll see. Oh, okay then. Maybe we fill out this area here, but it needs to reject off there. Come back then. Because then we come back into this range area. If we reclaim this thing, if we I can't even talk. If we reclaim the range high, then it looks like we take out these highs. But to me, it's looking like it's a short there. Okay, so don't rush. Right. So now BTC. Let's look at BTC. So a few things. We got a new week. We take it a bit easier, right? So you got a few options you can do on Monday. You can do number one, where you're looking for a trade, right? And fucking, I'm slick. I'm fucking slick. Okay, so what it was, I did a tweet. I'll tell you what it was. Profile. I'm gonna shit on a lot of people on YouTube soon. I think I'm gonna do it on Twitter for fun, just for fun, right? So literally, I did this tweet, okay, and I can't even speak. I think I need to smoke a cigarette. That's why I can't speak properly. No cigarette, no speech. So I literally said this on yesterday, or was it the day before? I don't fucking know. I go, liquidity resting on Monday's low was below the 200 weekly EMA, monthly open, whichever you want to choose. Let the sweep occur, hold Monday's low, and look for longs, and then lose Monday's low, and things can get nasty, right? Literally, this was it. This is the chart that I was looking at. See this blue line that you see over here? That is the 200 weekly EMA, right? And it just so happened that what was happening there, it's at the monthly open. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna put a fucking a seller order. I don't tend to do this. I'm like, just in case we come into this area, I have a seller order. And my stop loss would be around. I'll show you. My stop loss was above here. That's where my stop loss was, and I'm in profit right now. Alhamdulillah, right? So this is what I was looking at. I had a seller order, and my short is there. Sell order right on the fucking monthly open, right? Right there. And my stop loss was here. Was about, I think it was about here, about there. And I'm targeting where? Right here. That's a 4-hour move, man. It's a fucking 4-hour move. So I'm gonna take some profit. I'm gonna take a little bit of profit out there, just to cut the trade a little. No, not cut the trade. Trim it off a little bit, right? Because look, right now I'm 2-hour up, so I don't need to get too greedy. But I do think liquidity resting over here is quite nasty. The focus is right now, right, guys, is literally this Monday's range. This is Monday's low. This is Monday's high, and all we've done is just range bound in this area non-stop. Nothing else. We haven't broken out on either side. We went from low to high, high to low, low to high, high to low, low to high, high to, well, we're looking to go properly low, right? I mean, we come into this area, which is the weekly EMA. Someone said they were longing. Someone was saying they were longing what you call it? BTC. Someone, I can't remember who it was. Someone in the chat was saying that, right? What happened to the big water bottle? It needs to get cleaned up. That's what it is. I ain't cleaned it. When I was doing renovations, I was using that to drink and stuff like that. And there's like cement and shit like that, so I need to fucking clean it out, man. I was cleaning it today, and now it's on dry. So tomorrow's back into play. So I just literally, I've got this fucking PlayStation cup in it. It's fucking cool though. I love it. Oh yeah, Cruz. So Cruz, I'm talking to you, my brother. So now I'm shorting, right? And you got a long. No problem. That's not a problem. Where's your stop loss, brother? Man, I love smoking. Man, it's one of my favorite things, man. Smoking cigarettes is one of my guilty pleasure. So your stop loss is 19,400. Okay, that's fine. So he's looking at. That's the 15 minutes. It's gone there. 2 hours. So you're looking at around this area here. Okay, that's cool. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. The honest truth is, right, I looked at cutting the trade. I would have already cut the trade on a long a little while ago. The reason being is this. So if we've gone the 15 minutes, right? Now to monitor this trade, it's gonna be a bit hard because like I'm literally playing against you, bro. So yeah, you're in profit right now, so I'm quite happy to hear that as well. But literally, is this? Okay, I'm just trying to think of what I'm gonna how I'm gonna say this without sounding horrible. I don't mean to fuck anyone up. You know what I'm saying? You're talking Monday's higher. This is the problem, is Cruz, right? So this is okay. We're literally gonna do the Dance Country Club right here for free with you guys right now. Okay. So Cruz is saying right now, Yuri's love smoking. Come on, man, join me, man. Smoke a cigarette, Yuri. Hmm. So this is what it is, okay? You see this mid-range here? The fact that we couldn't reclaim and hold above the mid-range, or even the confirmation for me is monthly open, right? We couldn't get above there. This would have been a trigger to say, yeah, we're going to go longs, but this is your confirmation. That would be your confirmation to go up higher. The fact that we couldn't do that, and which is why my stop loss was quite tight. Where my stop loss is right here. Because what a lot of people will be looking at, right, is that, okay, if they were looking for shorts, right, like I was, they were like, all right, then my invalidation had to be on a swing high up here. You're right. You're absolutely right. But that's a fucking wide stop. I'm not playing a one-arm move. I don't mean to be rude, but I'm definitely not playing a one-arm move up here. 1.26 arm move. I think that's a bit of a daft move, but I like to keep it level to level. It's quite tight. I'm quite bearish on it. Why? Because we're below the monthly open. And I always say to you guys, when we're below the monthly open, what does that mean? We're bearish. Above the monthly open, it's bullish, right? But the fact is, right, we come back, we found resistance, found resistance, found resistance again. It's bearish. We've broken down below the mid-range. It's showing me a bearish market structure. Why? Well, the market structure is this, right? This is on the 15 minutes, okay? Let me just remove that. That doesn't really matter no more, right? No one gives a damn about the shorts itself. But the market structure is this. High, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. Looking to go to lower low, looking to come back into this area. Why? Because we can reclaim the mid-range. We can reclaim the let alone the monthly open. So fuck that, right? This high over here. So this area here, let's show you. See this consolidation right over here? Right there? Once we lost this area, that was bearishness there. Because this was capping the market. This here was capping the market here. Resistance, resistance, resistance. We get back up there. It really is a stop run of late shorts. That's what it really was. It was a stop loss for that. I think yeah, we swung failed this higher here. So we cut out these we cut out the stops over there, and we come back down, find resistance into this block, and come back down. And yeah, we didn't come into this area as a retest, clean retest, but we come back down below the 19.8k. What's so significant about that? 19.8k is previous all-time high, and we're finding resistance. Now, if I want to continue with shorts now, it's this. At mid-range, you should have taken some profits, Cruz, right? I always say take it level to level. So if you were playing it here, right? I know what you probably was focusing is on these levels here. That's what you probably was doing. You're focusing on the weekly levels, which is not a problem, but sometimes you gotta narrow it down. So what you will, correct me if I'm wrong, Cruz, right? Just correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not shitting on you, right? So I'm just telling you what I think you were looking at. So you took a long here, right? And you're looking at level to level, right? To this Monday's high. If you were purely looking at level to level here, right? Then what you would have done, you should have taken some sort of profits over here, some profits over here, and looking at tightening your stops. So you're targeting Monday's high and want to cut it off if we lose Monday's low. Okay, but targeting Monday's high is not a problem. But the problem is, right, are we getting any closer to Monday's high? We're not. The magnet in price to me, right, we got liquidity resting all over here. See these lows here? That's all where all the liquidity are resting right now. Right now, price is just bouncing off it. Now, if it comes into this area here and bounces, fine, no problem in it. I can look for the longs. I'll cut my shorts, actually. I'll cut my shorts once we reclaim this this weekly low. And I was like, okay, I'm happy with that. But I do think we take out this liquidity resting out there. We haven't taken out liquidity properly. And that's why I'm looking at. We're finding resistance on monthly open. So, I mean, your 19.4 is over here. Because we could do this in one swipe. I'd say right now to get yourself some profit, right, is literally bring your stops tight, right? I'm trying to think now, how am I going to bring this stop? It's like it's a bit difficult managing someone else's trade. I'm just trying to think. Because look, I'm going to be honest with you right now. It's this. You see this? This is holding the market. If you want to cut the trade as a whole in profit, is if we can reclaim this, happy days, then you're back in track to go up higher, back to mid-range, start taking profits there. But if we lose this level here, we lose this, start having resistance, I say cut the trade. My honest opinion, cut the trade. Because I think we're going a lot more lower in my opinion. It's September. September tends to be bearish. We may have done the high of the month already. We may have done it. Until we reclaim the monthly open, liquidity is at we may have done the high of the month, which is up here, which is Monday's high. So it's not looking, it's here we go. Fucking hell. Let's go to 5 minutes. Right, still finding support, not a big deal. Yeah, still finding support. Let's give 4 minutes to see how it goes. But lose that level, and I think we go back to below the Monday's 25% of the range. Go to the weekly low, and then see we go to Monday's like. Start taking profits, Cruz. Make sure you are thingy. You're looking at you're looking at both ranges you mentioned. Okay, so Cruz, I'll be honest with you, and everyone else, when you're overlapping ranges, it's not a problem. I overlap ranges a lot, right? I do that, right? As you can see clearly, I've overlapped 2 sets of ranges. 5 minutes, 15. I overlap a lot of ranges sometimes. I overlap this range, Monday's range, to the weekly range, okay? But whatever I do, I always focus on the smaller ranges. This range is here. That's all I'm focusing on, this area here. Once we break above it, then I'm like, all right, then I can play it to mid-range of the weekly range. But until then, this is the focus. So what might help you, Cruz, and everyone else, is maybe to actually have 2 sets of charts with different ranges, so you can, which may help you actually, with your eyes itself. Because when you got 2 overlapping ranges, it's to train your eyes to make sure you actually are focusing on 1 set of ranges instead of the bigger set of ranges. That's where it comes down with better practice. So what you could do is have 2 sets of chart of BTC, one for the Monday's range and one for the weekly's range. And hopefully that should help you train yourself a little bit there. Farkas is saying SE and Kryptoni are both agreeing on a short squeeze. What do you think about it? Yeah, I'm in a short. I'm happy with it. I don't give a shit if this is a short squeeze and go long. What I said on the tweet is that let it do its thing, reclaim Monday's low. I'll fucking take the long back then, and I have a new set of invalidation. So I just want this to happen. I want to hit my targets. I just want to take out liquidity, and I'm happy. Make my 4R beginning of the freaking day. What a start on a Monday. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I really think. Like a lot of people are looking for longs, long. I saw the whole weekend. Longs, long. Shut the fuck up, man. What are you talking about longs? We're looking bearish, man. Especially when we haven't reclaimed. I mean, look, you can play aggressively and whatever. It's not a problem. But the fact that we come back to monthly open, rejected off it. Well, I was in the right. I'm in the right move right here. So we'll see what happens. Now, looking at Bitcoin as it is, how do you play this game if you want to jump on the game? All right, we're gonna make a new Monday's range tomorrow, right? Well, today, and then we'll play the Monday's range tomorrow. So what we talked about just a couple of minutes ago is this, right? We talked about the rejections of the mid range and whatever. So we've done that. how do you play this game quite short term, right? So this is it. Well, got 1 minute and 20 seconds such a close, which is not a problem. This is in its own right is a range bound environment. Come back down, retest this 25%, sorry, 19,640, and then looking to squeeze into this Monday's low. Monday's low coming about 19,550, around that number. Prefer fat biff sick guy. So that's what I'm looking for BTC in today. Nothing else really. I mean, I can't look for longs. I really can't look for longs. There's nothing showing me longs. We're finding resistance on lower time frame over here at that 19.8k. There's nothing long in over there. So I just want to see it come back down to this area. That's what it is. I mean, we're like if you were to if it were to break and hold this 19.8k level, then I can start looking for longs. Right? I look at cutting my trade, bring it to level into this area here, and then we can squeeze into the mid range. From the mid range, see what happens, and I cut the trade. See what happens there. All I need to do is reclaim the monthly open. Then I can say, all right, then now we're playing the next set of targets, which is the weekly 25% of the range and Monday's 25% of the range. Squeeze above it into this area there. That'll be the next set of targets. And then from there, we look at Monday's high. So something like this. Like that. Target 1. Target 2 right into this area here. That's target 2. And then we can see we squeeze into target 3. That's what I'm looking for. These are my plays for my longs. But right now, magnet price is down below here. We just can't reclaim that mid range. It's just showing me heaviness. Dollar index is showing bullishness, so you can't really be looking for longs, in my opinion, for higher time frame. I've been saying this for like a couple of weeks as well. September's going to be bearish. It's going to be horrible, and here we are. So bull market, long. Everyone's looking for a bull market. We had the bull market. It's time for a bear market. You can still make money on both sides of the market. It doesn't really fucking matter. So that's BTC. Looking at Ethereum, well, what's happened? Ethereum's been a bit of a weird one though. I got stuck down Ethereum, which kind of pissed me off last week. But never mind. It's doing what it's doing, whatever, and it's finding some sort of support above the monthly open. No problem there. I'm not gonna step into Ethereum just yet. Okay. Now Ethereum is still literally. I mean, look. Let's just hide this. We've got a range bound environment, right? What is a range bound environment? We got this, right? So this high here. I'd say about this low here. That's the range bound environment. Pretty, well, that's quite pretty clean. That was fucking hell. Shit. All right, let me do a Fibonacci. I can't do a Fibonacci here. Let me get another chart. ETH USDT, and let's just buy a bit. Oh yeah, by the way, guys, do you remember this? I said this to you guys. I literally was saying this on the 24th of September. The low. Where is it? It's a low. 15 minutes now. Let's see. Here we go. Do you remember my chart here? Let me show it here. Profile. Where is it? No, that's the BTC. There we go. Is that it? Stream. No. Oh, that's what we played. No, that's not it. Where was it? Here we go. That's it. Flip the box and then we'll talk for longs. Right? Flip the box and we'll talk longs. And that's the low on the 24th, right? And look at where we are right now. So if I use the same box right there. Was it this low here? I think it was. Was it this low? No, it's not. I don't think it. I feel like it's not it. All right, okay, I know where it is. Okay, it's right here. It's this low here. Look what's happened there. We can't even flip it. We're still finding resistance. I mean, until we flip this, there's nothing to actually look for bullish. So this was back then, right? Found resistance. I don't mind it coming back into this area. Short it off there. So it's still looking bullish in my bearish in my opinion. But looking at, I think there's more than just 30 people here. Yeah, man, smash the likes, everybody, man. Come on. Show me some fucking love, man. 1 second. 51 of you guys here, man. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, man. What's people saying? If there's a bank holiday in the USA, would you choose this range instead of Monday's range? Nah, I still use Monday's range. I still use Monday's range. It is a bank holiday in the US, but let's be honest, right? Who has the most money? The Americans or the Chinese or the Asians? Is the Asians who are pushing the market? I don't see the Americans doing anything. So it's look, bank holiday, no bank holiday. Monday's range still be Monday's range. We respect Monday's range. Why? It's the beginning of the week. If it was a bank holiday and it had no correlation, then the market would be closed on the Monday. But we still open. In the UK, right? Is it a bank holiday in the UK? I don't fucking know actually. I think it is a bank holiday in the UK as well. But the market's still open. So I'll still use Monday's range and play for Monday's range itself, right? So that's what I would. That's personally what I would do as well. We got Saudi here. How's it going? 10,000 subscribers without videos saying thank you for these streams, bro. Even though I can't really trade yet. As age of 16, I'm taking notes and learning. Dude, if you're 16 and you're right here learning, bro, you are on a fucking, you are a sick geezer. I'll be honest with you. If I was 16, you could potentially. I'm not saying what you should do, but you could still trade. There are ways around it. But learn, man. Definitely learn, man. 100%, brother. Thank you so much for joining the show as well. 5 to 6 a.m. UK time. Asia keeps making big moves. 100%, man. The big moves are all coming from Asia. That's what it really comes down. Elon has a power. Elon has a power, but he sold his fucking Bitcoin. He sold his Bitcoin. He sold 75% of the fucking Bitcoin. And we got the whole sailor situation of well, that guy's another numb TV. Ask me anyway. I don't think he fucking has any power. Or, I don't think he's a smart guy, in my opinion. I think he's just a geezer with a lot of money. Who just saying, yeah, buy Bitcoin. Bro, you're just like any fucking numb TV. That's my opinion. Yo, Daryl. Which geezer's getting on you now? What happened? Awesome, man. 10,000 subscribers. That's a geezer, man. I respect that. The fact that you are actually here at such a young age, you gotta tell your boys to jump in with you. I went to a wedding, 2 weeks ago, and I was chatting to this one guy. No, I wasn't chatting to this one guy. Sorry, the guy came. So basically, my cousin, right? He comes over to me. He's like, "Yo, like you're a trader, this and that." And I was like, nah, I'm just some. I was telling, I don't really like family knowing my shit. I go, nah, man, I'm just some geezer in it. He's like, nah, I've seen you on YouTube, man. You got that name, Dank in it, and then we're talking about it, and I was like, yeah, like I do it here and there and whatnot. And he's like, how good are you? I'm like, I don't know. I don't really know how good I am. I let you guys decide how good I am in it. Like that's not for me to say, right? You will never see someone like Djokovic says I'm the best, or someone like Ronaldo saying I'm the best footballer in the world. You will never see these guys talk like that. Or even SC. SC won't even walk around and say I'm the best. We know he's the fucking best, but he won't say it. So I'm trying to be cool. And I was telling the geezer, and I was like, yeah, this X, Y, and Z, and he wants to learn how to trade and whatnot. And I'm like, yeah, dude, by all means, man, I'm happy to help a family out, X, Y, and Z, and so and so. So he started telling me about this young brother over there. It was his younger brother's like best mate. He's actually into trading, and he's trading the forex market. And so he comes over and he starts chatting to me a little bit here and there and telling me about how he's doing, he's learning. He's made a lot of losses over the couple of months, but he's just figured it out. Like not figured it out, but he just understood how to play. And I go to him, yeah, that's cool. And it's like I'm like, what's your strategy? He goes, ranges. I go, oh shit. He's like, yeah. He goes, you, because I watch your videos and you keep seeing prices in a range. And he goes, I'll tell you something. You're absolutely fucking right. I go, oh shit, you learned from me. And he goes, yeah. He was telling me about he did a lot of learning from myself, from the stream and whatnot. And next thing is, and I was asking him, I was like, yo, dude, how old are you? He's like, he's 17 in it. I'm like, oh shit, that's sick in it. And he was showing me all his his P&Ls and all. He showed me everything, like his old account and whatnot. And he was asking for advice how to grow the account and whatnot. I was giving him tips and whatnot. And he was saying to me, when he's asking a lot of questions. And then I felt like this was a beautiful moment, in my opinion. You know why? Because we got someone who's young. There's so many of us who are in our 30s. I'm 30. There's so many of us in our 30s who watches the stream, or in their 20s or late 20s. But we got a young brother who's 16 right now. This geezer right now, right? 10,000 subscribers. He's a 16-year-old brother. And I was speaking to the guy. His name, I forgot his fucking name though. I forgot his name. But anyway, I was speaking to the geezer, and he was. If you're all watching the show, I'm really sorry about that. I forgot your name. But he was 17, and I was like, that's beautiful. I love the idea that someone who's young, who's hungry, who's got the energy, wants to put it into the market, and wants to make a better life for themselves and their family. And if you yourself 10,000, like my advice for you is get your friends involved as well, because I think this is going to be a big thing. Trading is everyone wants to be a trader, but not many people make it. But you put into the work with it, you'll be fucking fine. Trust me, you got this. And the same to everybody here. Everyone's got it. You just got to put the work into it, grind into it, and they all make sense afterwards. But anyway, let's get back to work. So, whoops, there we are. This chart. So we're looking at Ethereum. Ethereum is what's happening now. We're playing above Monday's high, and the look. I could. Oh yeah, I was doing this, wasn't I? Fucking hell. That's it. That's what I was looking for. I was looking for a range. So the range band environment is this. There we go. So we got this high here, and we got this low here, right? Don't use this low? Oh no, I think I use this low. Oh fucking hell, what I'd use? Yeah, let's use this low, right? We'll use this low here. The mid range would be approximately about here, I believe. I think that's where the mid range is. It looks about right. Looks about right. Maybe I'm off by a couple of dollars, but not by much. Anyway, so we got another thing here. See this? Holding support, holding support. Now, if you want to go short, you can go short right now. Invalidations over here, right? But we can pop into this area here, back into this block right there. It's all consolidation. Play it back up there. Have a little bit of a deviation. So once step back into it, now we have a tighter deviation, a stop loss there, right? That's what your new invalidation is. And once we lose this low, then we can play it to level, all right? So let's just say, fuck camera. 1 second, guys. It is 11:45, and I'm gonna have to end this quite soon. Reason being is because I've got a stream with Mindjacked as well. If you guys want to watch it as well, it will be at 1 p.m. UK time. So yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be fun with these guys as well. USB. So I'm just gonna do the Ethereum chat about Ethereum, and then we're gonna fucking call it a day, okay? And then tomorrow, back at it. We'll fucking sort this out properly. Tweet the link. Yes, I will. I will do so. Cool. Happy. So let's just say now, if we have to remove all this shit, right? We got this low here, right? So you see this low here? That's support, right? So this is where I'll be looking to target it. Once we lose this area here, retest, take out the liquidity over here, that'll be target 1, and then see how it reacts there, and then we'll go to target 2 to 1530. That's what I'll be looking for as a today's trade. It is a bank holiday, so the movement in price is gonna be a little bit boring. So that's why I'm not doing anything crazy in terms of like, yeah, let's break down here and let's do this. No. Let's play it level to level, right? That's the one set of shorts there. Where would I actually look for longs? If I were to look for longs, well, reclaim this level here, hold above this highs over here, and then we can start saying target 1 over here, and then we can squeeze all the way. I'd say probably, see this area, this consolidation right there. That'll be target 2. That'll be target 1. And then this will be target 2, and this will be target 3. That's how I'll be looking for. This area consolidation was resistance over here. Resistance, come back up as a deviation, it's a stop run, and we have a deviation of the range, step back into it, and all we could do is retest it before we come back down lower, right? And that's it. Keep it short and simple, nothing too complicated. Now, if we want to use the Monday's range that we were looking at, let me delete everything else and start looking at this. Well, right now, as we are aware, we're above the monthly open, okay? The moment we get, so I said 1530, which is around here. The moment we get below the monthly open and we go to the 1530 target, right? We do something like this, retest the monthly open, off we go, 25% of range and mid-range. That's what we're looking for into this area of consolidation there. And then, you know, this is your hard stop over here. That's your invalidation up there. So that's the way we're looking at it right now. So if I were to take a short right now, I wouldn't take a short just yet because we are at support, because this is Monday's high. We are above the monthly open. So you can't really look at shorts on Ethereum just yet. BTC is a lot more clear in my opinion, but lose this level. I mean, gain this level, we'll go up higher. But if we do something like that below the monthly open, you know what to do. So that's what I'm looking for BTC. Sorry, Ethereum. Does that make sense? Oh, fuck it. Look at that. I'm going to hit my 4R very soon. What a good way to wake up to the fucking Monday morning, man. Everyone's lazy and rather be on social media rotting their brains. We live in a fucking shit world, though. Man, I'll tell my kids, I say, yeah, listen, guys. You're 4 years old. You're going to sit with pops and learn how to trade. No. 4 years old is a bit harsh. 10. I'll give you 10 years old. Let you enjoy your life, your childhood till you're 10 years old. Hit 10 years old, you're fucking learning with me, pops. Like, my kids are going to have to actually learn the hard way. And I'm going to be hard on these motherfuckers. Right? It doesn't matter if you're kids. Trust me, I learned it the hard way. So they're going to have to learn it the hard way. There was a story, my uncle told me this one time. Mad though. It was mad. Really, it was a crazy story as well. So, this is a true story from him, his own experience as well. So he was born in the UK, right? He's a lot older than me. He's like in his 50s actually. But he told me this story a long time ago. I didn't want to study in it. And he didn't want to study as well. So his dad was he was probably 14 or 15 at the time. No. He was 13. He was 13. That was it, because he came back into GCSE. That was it. He was 13 years old, and his little brother was 11, right? And his pops told him, listen, I left Mauritius to come and give you a better life, X, Y, and Z, all that kind of stuff. And and you're not even studying, you're not even doing anything, you don't work, this and that, X, Y, and Z. So what he did, took him to Mauritius, right? Middle of nowhere, just drops him off and leaves him there. That's it, done. Tells them to fend for themselves in it, and they don't even know where the grandma's house is or whatever. So obviously in Mauritius, everyone knows everyone. So they managed to get away and got back to the grandparents. But by the time they got to the grandparents, their dad just fucking left, took a flight back to the UK, and it told the grandma, like, look after them, that's them, they want to be, they don't want to study, then let them work with you. And the grandparents, right? They used to work at the sugarcane, so they used to wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, fam, and cut sugarcane. And my dad was doing the same thing as well, and that's how my dad became friends with them, back when they were young. And literally, he was telling me about this story. It's like never take anything for granted as well. Education is the key. The world itself it's filled with mindless motherfuckers who don't know shit, and they think they know stuff. Everyone wants to be influencers. Everyone wants to look like this, look like that, or want to be like this. But if you're not gonna put the work into it, you can't do shit, man, in life. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do what you gotta do, and grinding is the only way forward, man. Can you be hard with us too in the country club? See, that's the thing is, right, I can be tough on you guys, right? Like really tough. Like AM17 confirmed it with you guys when he was on the show, when he was in the chat last time he was here, and he told you guys I was brutal with you guys. Now I can be horrible to you guys, and if I do that, I think the country club's gonna get shut down. That's what's gonna happen. But I will be tough on you guys in terms of, look, right, if I'm asking for homework, right, I expect homework to be done. Like, I'm not gonna be like your teachers back in school. If I said to you, oh yeah, Friday night, send me your charts and whatever, send me 3 charts on or 5 charts. I expect 3 or 5 fucking charts. Don't give me 1 chart, half-ass kind of work. So I'll kick you out myself. I'll give you a refund to get out, because there's other people that would want to learn, and if I'm not gonna be hard on you, I don't know who is. So I will be tough, but I won't be rude. That's the difference. I'll be tough, but without the rudeness there. I won't swear at you, right? I hope not to swear at you. I said some fucked up shit. Trust me, I said some horrible shit. There was this one geezer. I was teaching him. I think I told you. I made him cry. I made him cry as a grown ass man. He was like a year or 2 years older than me, and we were doing ranges, and he couldn't pick out the ranges. And I sat with him, and I was holding his fucking hands, trying to actually pick out the ranges and pointing it out for him as well. He just couldn't understand it, and I fucked him up, man. I was so harsh to him. I felt really bad. I said sorry to him after, like, not the same day, because I went back to him. I went back to him about 2 days later, and I was like, "Yo, listen, I'm really sorry, this and that, like X, Y, and Z." But he was understanding. He's like, "No, nah, I get it, man. You're the pro here, this and that." I'm like, "Nah, I ain't the pro. I'm just some geese in it. I shouldn't be fucking blasting you, telling shit about you, how you're a fucking numpty, you're a loser. I shouldn't be saying that to you guys or to anyone. I'm no one to say that. But hey, Dubstall, how's it going? But my kids will get fucked up. My kids will get the hard end of the stick. Like, I'll take the belt and shit. Like, nah, I don't do that. But no, I will be hard on my kids. Because look, I did not work fucking hard for you guys to live life as if you're a king. You ain't a fucking king, man. I'm the fucking king of the house, right? My kids are gonna work hard. Doesn't matter what you are, you're gonna have to do it, right? Just because dad's got money, right, or got some sort of money, right? I'm not saying I've got a lot of money. Just because dad's got a little bit of money doesn't mean you take advantage of me. I fucking worked hard for this, just like your granddad did and your great granddad did. You fucking piece of shit. That's it. But anyway, that's what it is. But no, I think that's the way it is, man. I think to me that's the way. If you don't like it, you don't like it. That's all fine. You can actually, unsubscribe and go off. That's entirely up to you. But the way I see things is, if you don't put any pressure on children, look at the kids that we got right now, man. Fucking hell, who's gonna be the next president, the next prime minister? I don't fucking know. I don't want to see this world like that. Gordon Ramsay. I don't want to be hard. Look. You know what is what Goonie, right? As we build a relationship, right, and you guys understand me a lot more, and I understand you guys a lot more, then we can go into it will become a lot more comfortable for both of us. But until then, I need to build a relationship with you guys. You know what I'm saying? I can't just expect you to come into a classroom, and then you've done a trade plan which I think is completely wrong, and you didn't understand any of the concept. I can't blast you. You know what I'm saying? I can't do that because you're trying to understand what to do and how to do things, how to look for things. Because look, most people here will be looking at a chart right now, right? The newbies will be doing this on the 15 minutes, right? Because everyone looks at 15 minutes because it's nice and fun. You're looking at a chart, and this is what a lot of people do, right? Right now, this is what it is. They're like, yeah, we got this going on, and I'm gonna long it here, but we're at the bottom over here. This is holding a support, so I'm gonna put a long here with a stop loss here, aiming up to here. That's what people are looking at, and then they're seeing this P and R, these R risk, like 5R, 10R, all these kind of crazy things. Listen, if you do that, that's a big mistake. Many reasons why. Because price is always in a range, number one, and number two, price works horizontally. It doesn't work vertically or diagonally or whatever. It works horizontally, right? When I say horizontally, it goes back to what I'm saying. Price is always in a range. That's it. So everyone's understanding of the market is very different, and that's where I have to come in as a mentor, as a professor, as a teacher, as someone who's able to put whatever's in my mind and brain and put it on paper or on video, and you guys can understand and understand what's going on. Because end of the day, your understanding, like, look, Gooni's understanding might be better than Fan of Country Club, but Derry's understanding might be the best one out of everyone over here right now, right? But just because someone's lacking doesn't mean I let them fall behind. It's now my job, because you're looking to me as your mentor, someone to pull you up at the fucking trenches, isn't it? We're in the trenches right now. The fucking crypto is in the fucking trenches. We're trying to fight. We're trying to defend itself. But the question is, are you going to go and do a Suicide Squad mission on your own? Because it seems like you're going to do it on your own. Or are you going to actually work as a team? We're going to work as a team. We're going to do this together as a team. And that's how it's always going to be. It never changes, right? Think is never going to leave you behind. We're together as a community. We built this as a community from zero. This whole YouTube was from zero. Today, alhamdulillah, we're 1,700 followers. God bless that. If God wants to give me more, he will give me more. I don't really mind. But as a community, we're going to do this together. All right? Hey, what's going on, Nick? How you doing? Professor Denke. But yeah, that's it there. That's what I was told in pay group. Yeah, see, that's the thing is pay group, right? Like, everyone's got some pay group, right? Which is all cool. I've got nothing to say about it. But how good are you? You know what I'm saying? How good are you really at? You know? Like, originally I wanted to do a pay group back in November. I'll be honest with you. I'll be very honest with you. I wanted to do a pay group back in November. Let me chat to you guys, man, because we're fucking just chatting now. Yeah, and I'm going to head off in a bit as well in the next couple of minutes. So I wanted to do a pay group in November. Malheureusement, sorry. What does malheureusement means in Unfortunately, that's the word for it. Unfortunately, it didn't go to plan, right? For whatever reason, we never went to. I never, did anything about it. It just didn't went to plan, and I stopped it. And I thought, okay, I need to build myself, right? Because there was a point when I was a small account with just 1,000, 2,000 followers as well. The people were saying, "Oh, I'm the next SC, next SC." They were saying all this stuff, right? And I didn't let that get to my head. It was. Don't get me wrong, gassed me up a little bit. I ain't gonna lie to you. If someone's comparing me to SC, he's my mentor. Shout out to him. Big love to the brother. I'll be honest with you. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for SC. Facts. Just complete facts. If it wasn't for SC, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't understand the market the way I understand the market if it wasn't for SC. My style is similar to SC, but different at the same time. I like playing in ranges. He likes playing in SRs. We're different, right? So, but we tend to see things a lot similar. I think he was long at one point and I was short, whatever. But with difference of opinion, there's nothing wrong with it. But so anyway, so back in November, it's very easy to make a pay group in the bull market, and the problem is, right, when it comes to December and we start showing bearishness as well, you take a step down. It's like, nah, it's not. If I pull out a group during the bull market, I look like a fucking numpty. I look like a geezer just trying to milk the market for what it is, taking advantage of people who wants to be bullish, and that's not me. I don't want to take advantage of anyone. That's why I'm not forcing anyone for anything. The website should be live tonight or tomorrow. The website should be live. Traderdank.com. That's coming out live. I've just got to do a video for the website. That's why I had a haircut. That's the honest reason behind it. It's like if I'm doing a video as my intro for the fucking video for the website, I've got to fucking look good. But anyway, now we're in a bear market, and you guys all understand how I play the market, and you guys have a better concept of who I am and what I do and how I play the market day in and day out every single day. And I'm showing you consistency. I'm building. It's marketing in its own way. Right? I'm marketing myself, but I'm building an opportunity for myself and for you guys to see who I really am. You know what I'm saying? And then that's how we do it. I'm not the group is not a signal. It's not a buy or sell signal. So if you are coming into it with the idea of I'm gonna give you signals to buy this, buy that, and stop loss here, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that at all, because it defeats the purpose of what the main purpose is, which is an education platform to teach you guys how to become better. Because today I'm here, tomorrow I'm not going to be here. Tomorrow, who knows what I'm going to be? I might be 6 feet down on the ground, and it's down to you guys to continue. So that's the way I see it. I never give up. I was working. Don't worry about it, brother. It's all good. It's all good. It's all love, man. Nick, sick, bro. This is epic. Congrats on the site going up. Feels like watching this thing being... Bro, you at the very beginning, Nick. Shout out to you, my brother. Thank you so much, IB. Thank you, Derry. I'm not roasting anyone now, bro. Over time. Let's get comfortable with one another. Let's get to know each other quite closely over the time that we spend together, and then we'll see how it goes. But that's it for me. Any questions, actually? Before I head off. Because I've got a stream at 1 o'clock in 1 hour to do with mindset. And then, then we'll go through the whole thing. I'll see what's going on and whatnot. Goonie, don't worry about that, brother. I got you, man. I got each and one of you guys as much as I can. Any questions before I head off? John Kabush, good man. You're a good geezer, man. All you guys, man. Shout out to all you guys, man. Fucking legends. All right. I'm going to call it a day. And I'm going to watch the replay. Yeah. But when do you... that's the thing is now. Now, I want you guys to tell me what's up. Because I'm going to France on Tuesday. My flight is... I'll tell you when. Yeah, so my flight is next week on the 13th. That's when I'm flying off on the 13th. I'm doing I'm going to the Binance conference. I'm flying back on the Sunday, which is the 18th. I'm thinking we might as well start on the 19th of September, around that time. Or do you want to start next week, Monday? Only downside of it is that you guys won't get the maximum from me while I'm in Paris. That's the only downside. So you tell me what you guys are happy with. Because I'm just trying to find what's the best thing for you guys as well. To me, a part of me is telling me start on the 19th, but we can do a vote right now. It's not holiday, just the conference. I'm still going to do the sessions in the evening. I'll do the sessions like day trades in the evening. 19th, yep. Everyone's saying 19th. Makes sense. It does make sense to everyone. I think you guys get the most out of it as well, because then I'm fully immersed into this. Okay, so 19th it is. 19th is going to be, and that's when we fucking start, right? So, yeah, that's it for me, guys. We'll call it a day, and I'll catch you guys soon, right? I'll see you guys in an hour's time, actually. I'll be on Mindset's channel, and we'll go from there, all right? And, yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow as well. Back onto this on the stream as normal. So look after yourself. Take care of yourself. I'll see you guys soon, man. Big love to all you guys. Crypto Cruise, I got love for you. Goonie, Sebastian, fan of Country Club, Dubsdorf, I Never Give Up, Morningstar. Morningstar, is it your birthday on the 19th? Oh, bless you. Happy birthday, my bro. But that was sweet. I'll remember that. Give you a shout on the fucking 19th as well. So cool. All right, then. Love, guys. Take care. And I'll see you soon. Plans are there, so you know what to do.